Ooh, I'm really close. Hi, good morning. It's Tanny the Canadian Stamper. I have moved around my craft room. Do you see behind me? It's a bit different. I couldn't access some and so I switched things around a little bit. So the shelves that I need to see, which happen to be my shipping drawers, because I have these. So this starts on, geez, what day is the 5th? Let me just bring up the calendar. January 5th. Oh geez, not until next Thursday. But I do have a special, I have a special little coupon I've decided to give you. Morning everybody. So I'm a day late on, 2 days late on my newsletter, but I have a recap of the year in there. And I also am going to put a little coupon in there. So your first purchase for 2023, there's a coupon. So if you're not on the newsletter list, there's a link in the description. I'm going to just try and bring up your comments. And yeah, so there's that. Good morning, Wendy, Kyle, Kate, all the people. So I'm trying to bring up my feed here. I'm trying to listen to Facebook and do as I'm told, which is start my live. Oh great, I have no internet on my computer. That's awesome. And so I don't know if it's work. People are finding me, so that's awesome sauce. Okay, here. This, what is this called? We're using Enjoy the Journey. So if you want to, if you have, it's on page 58. I think I put that in the comments. 58. I'm gonna sneak peek. I'm not supposed to, but I'm gonna. Ready? I'm not supposed to. But if you have the catalog already, it's on page 58 and 59. Now, sometimes what I do is I will just buy the dies and all of the kind of extras, and I don't buy the stamp set. And so now I'm getting in, and I had a box arrive yesterday, and I opened it up and I got into it, and I'm like, ah, crud. I wish I had the stamp set. So let me just, I'm still trying to bring up your comments. Let's see if I have internet. And then I'm going to flip you around. I legit have no internet on my, can somebody just comment and say, can somebody just say if you can see me? I can't believe I have no internet. What is with my technology? Anyways, let's flip you around and show you the pieces that we're working with today. We're also going to use Celebrating You stamp set. I'm going to show you a couple things. So first thing I'm going to show you is the products, and then I'm going to show you what happened in one of my orders and what I'm going to do about it, just in case it happens to you. Hopefully it doesn't, but Stampin' Up has got you if it does. And oh, thanks Wendy for saying you can see and hear me. Awesome. So again, folks, I can't see your comments, but that's cool. It won't let us comment. Oh, okay, awesome. So starting through the Facebook event may not be an awesome idea, but anyways, here we go. And then I'm going to show you how to re-ink a pigment ink pad. Look at this. I totally chickened out. I only inked up, I don't know if you can, oh yeah, you can see it. I only inked up a little piece of it because I was officially using cellular data. Lance, the internet's not working. Okay, my IT guy is on it. Okay, let's flip you around. Let's do it. All right. So sorry guys, I can't quite see your comments. I can see them kind of when they flash up real quick. Now we can. Okay, Nancy, welcome. Okay, so this, sorry, let me show you what that is. This is a pigment white. So let's just talk about ink for a second. So we have regular ink. This is an old ink pad. And then we have Memento. And then we have something called pigment ink. I think this is the only one Stampin' Up has. Now, pigment ink takes a long time to dry. These inks these are the regular Stampin' Up, the classic, and including the, whatchamacallit, the ink colors. The pad is kind of squishy, and you use it for like 95% of your project probably, and it dries pretty quick. Memento Tuxedo Black is meant to be used when you are watercoloring, alcohol, marker coloring, and the ink pad is, like, if I was to push down on it, it's quite solid. You can sort of mash it down, whereas with the classic ones, if you were to mash it down, it's just going to be a hot mess. Don't do that. So that's why we say tap, tap, gentle. And then pigment ink. So this is an uninked. This has got no ink on this side. And then here's the ink here on this side. So you can also get little Stampin' Up squares, like the little 1x1 little ink spots. So this is the pigment ink that comes with, and then this is how you re-ink. So pigment ink, like I say, I'll hold it up like this so you can see. It takes time to dry when you use it. Apparently it's quite thick as well. Oh yeah, there we go. So this doesn't normally happen. If I was to go grab a re-inker for either of those two pads, this is not a thing. That's not going to happen. It's not gooey like that. It's drippy. These are technical terms, folks. Gooey and drippy. It sounds like it should be some of the Seven Dwarfs. Gooey and drippy. Anyways, the same practice happens in the other ink pads. You get something that is, hang on. You get something that's kind of rounded. You could use a spoon. What I don't recommend is a bone folder because they're porous, and you mush it around, and then you're going to add some more because you want it to seep through the ink pad. So when you have when you have an ink spot and it's not white ink, you're going to see the ink come through your pad, and then that's when you're going to know that you've got enough in there. Whoops, getting ink all over myself now. So you're just mashing this down and pushing it in. I think I do have a video actually up on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, by the way. If you're feeling like subscribing, I think the link is on my comments as well, because then I get to do more cool stuff on YouTube when I have that many. And bonus to you is it's got a bunch of tutorials. There's like hundreds, at least 150 videos on there. Okay, so that's how you re-ink this. Now, the reason why I use pigment ink, I've used it in a few projects actually, is when you're trying to stamp on dark colored cardstock and you have white ink. So there's the difference. Okay, so there's that. Now, let's look at the designer series paper. Let's see, my internet might be back. Morning, Pam. Oh my gosh, it's happening. My internet is back. People are commenting on my video. Okay, let's flip through this paper. Enjoy the journey. Oh, my video quality is terrible. Oh, there we go. I'm back in business. I can see your comments. It is nice to have an IT guy, Kate. Faux show. Okay, let's flip through this quickly. Sorry, my camera is, let me try and clear the screen. Anyways, here's the paper. So we're going to use this paper today, these mountains. Sorry for the paper quality. So there's that. So if you've watched or know, I really enjoy landscape and nature type scenes. So in the catalog, this suite was speaking to me. So it has, like, I've created scenes like this, and you can too with your blending brushes. And I love the nature. We have a bit of a view at our place, and sometimes I take a lot of inspiration from my view to create the different types of scenes that I make. Like, look how gorgeous that is. I love it. Paper is beautiful, Wendy. And it's got a kind of fun, it matches, right? Sometimes designer series paper, you've got a good side, and then the other side, you're like, meh, I don't really care. So you're fine to chop it up. But then sometimes this is beautiful, especially if you're making 3D, because you could, both sides are good and will complement each other. Sometimes the sides don't necessarily complement, and then it gets a bit tricky picking a side. All right, so let's take out the paper we're going to use so that this can be out of the way. Now, last couple things I'm going to show you for this suite. So we have these enamel sticker icons. You get four, 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets. So campfire. Was this like a compass? Arrows and trees. Now in the catalog, you can color these with your alcohol markers. So those are fun. These are the dies. This is what we're going to use today. We're going to use this bicycle. And then here are the dies. So you get a tent, and then this here is the outline of the tent. You get some clouds. You get a person. It could be a girl, I think, walking with a, what are you doing? Are you videotaping me? Lance was just sneaking in here. And then she's carrying a lantern, but you can snip this. You can snip this off so that she's not holding that, and you could put something else in its place. Like here's a walking pole. So you could snip that off and just add that to her hand. She's got a backpack on. Then these three, this is a big one here for some flowers. These are for some trees that match the stamp set, which I was telling you about I need to buy now because I really like this set. And then this piece, this one is supposed to be a bit of a mountain range. So if you have, I don't have a big piece of paper right now, but if you're, oh my gosh, he's so loud, I'm sorry. Is you can make like a mountain, and then you could put your person on top of the mountain looking out over the beautiful landscapes that we have, or the bicycle person or whatever. You know, I'm using this set for Father's Day because we're a camping and a hiking family. This person looks like he's running. Yeah, so anyways, that's what we're using. Now, card bases, we're going to do it right from scratch today. So before we do this, I want to just tell you one more thing because I have it sitting here, is in my package today, I got this. So these were, I got 2 of these, and they were both crammed into the box like this. And I had little, these rustic metallic dots in my box. And so see how the paper has popped open? So if that happens, I'm going to call Stampin' Up on Monday, or maybe Tuesday if it's a stat. And I'm just going to talk to them about it. And they will very likely just send me another package of these, because I don't know how many have fallen out, or like it's a hot mess in the box. So if you ever have any issues with your Stampin' Up order coming in, talk to your demonstrator, call me if that demonstrator is me. I'm happy to help you and walk you through making sure that your purchase is 100% what you want. Because you don't want to, it's expensive, right? And so when your stuff comes in, you want to make sure that it's how it's supposed to be. I don't know where my bone folder is. I'm going to have to improvise with a ruler. All right, so in the comments, please, could you tell me, oops, that's a bit of a mess, that's all right. I'm going to use this and this. So we're going to use purple. Should we use a purple base or a white base? I'm thinking white, but tell me what you think. In the comments, I just have to grab my cutter, one sec. I have been doing a ton of creating for a class. Seaside Bay class that's coming up at the end of the month, which I'm going to tell you about. Purple base, Kate says. Uh-oh, white. Oh, hi, Kim. Okay, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm going to cut. So this is just a standard A2 size card base. Whoops. We're going to cut off the front. We're going to cut 1 inch off the front because we're going to sneak in a little sentiment. See, like this. Last day of 2022. It is. I was thinking about doing a New Year's card, but then I didn't really have anything in my mind. And then it just became too much pressure. So then it wasn't fun. And crafting is supposed to be fun. So I aborted. And then I opened this beautiful box of goodies. This took a long time for this box to come in. But thank goodness to UPS. Michael says purple and white. Oh my gosh. All right, folks, we're doing both cards. And then you guys can vote whether you like it or not. So I've cut off the front 1 inch. Now I'm going to measure this way to see how big I want my piece to be this way. So I'm going to go 3, which is about a quarter of an inch down. 3 by 5 1/4 for both. So let's cut this. So this is directional paper. So I want this to be 3 and this to be 5 1/4. So I'm going to line this up. Oh, I'm down here. Let me push this up so that you can see. Pushing. Can you see now? Yeah. You all know what 3 inches looks like anyways. So there's the 3. Now, if you wanted to preserve, actually that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this right down the middle because I might not want this to be 3. So usually these are about 6 because this paper is 12 by 12. So it's pretty safe bet to line on your Stampin' Up! Trimmer. This is always 6 inches. So I'm going to cut this right down the middle. And then I have this big, beautiful piece to save. If I was better at scrapbooking, then I would make a beautiful scrapbook page out of this. Yes. Okay, so I'm 3 this way. And what did I say? 5 1/4, I think, is this way. Good morning, Judy. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, 5 1/4. And so Christy, you're group chatting and you're coming up on my phone. Okay, so now I want to come, whoops. I'm going to go 5 1/4. So you have to decide if you want your 1/4 inch coming off the top or coming off the bottom. I'm going to take mine off the top because I like the mountains. So for Stampin' Up, on your cutter, you've got 2 blades. You've got a cutting blade and you've got a scoring blade. So don't throw this away. You could totally stamp on that, like your sentiment, like we might. Okay, there's purple. I love it. Oh, Nancy, I hope this does change your mind. Okay, let's stick with purple, just so that we can, the white folks and the purple folks who like each, and then you can decide. So we're going 5 1/4 again here. Okay. So then here's white. I don't hate them. I don't hate either of them actually. So look, you still got this big piece, and then save those. All right, let's glue these down. So we're doing 2 of the same cards. So I don't really work a lot with silhouettes, but this is like a silhouette type of a project. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of liking the white. Not gonna lie. I'm glad we're doing both though. Okay, so let's just continue to talk about what we talked about when we were up at Christy's house. Die Hard not being a Christmas movie. I mean, we don't need to have a whole thing about it again, but we've subsequently watched, I think, 3 or 4 of the other ones, and Zach is convinced that only the first one is a Christmas movie. And then we looked it up, Peter and I looked it up, and the producer said originally it was not intended to be a Christmas movie. However, the cast had such a good time during the filming that it sort of took on a bit of a Christmas feel. So that's right from the producer. Okay, so I'm using the bike and I'm doing it in white. This is on my mini trimmer. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I love Stampin' Up stuff, but it's kind of expensive, wish I had a discount, no problem. Stampin' Up has a join promotion going in January, and then you get a discount for at least 6 months. What? So stay tuned for that. There's different join options so that you can decide what works best for you. You get a bunch of free stuff. It's a whole thing. I'll do a post about it. And what's exciting is that there's an option to join with one of the Stampin' Up minis. You get a die cutter, die cutting machine. Stampin' Up's kind of moving away from punches, although there is, I think, probably still 2 or 3 pages worth of punches. Yeah, so that's exciting. All right. Did you send a card to Barbara Walters' family? I heard this morning, Kim, that she died. That's so sad. No, I wasn't planning on it, but perhaps I should, right? I'm picking up your vibe, Kim. I think that's what you're telling me. You're every bit of wonderful. That's what we're going with. So this celebrating you, I'll just give you a moment to look at it. It's got a ton. Father's Day, happy birthday, Mother's Day, Easter. It's got all the, not all, but a lot of the sentiments that you need. All right, so there's our cling stamp. I'm going to pick it up. What block is this? H block. Now, I'm going to do the same sentiment on both. And I'm going to go this way. Oh, tricky, hey? So I want to use this pigment ink. And I was going to use Night of Navy, but now I want purple for this. So I'm going to have to go get it. But let's do our pigment ink first, because it, like I said, it takes a minute to dry. Let me just do a little sample for you. And I just re-inked it, so we have to make sure it's all copacetic. Black silhouettes. Yes, black silhouette. Well, I don't know, Nancy. See, we're doing a trio here. There's actually a card in the catalog where it's got not these colors, but like a, what do you call it, a slimline card. And it's got the 3 bikes on it. It's coolio. Okay, so this is how pigment ink works. So other options to stamp on dark cardstock is heat embossing. Bam! Not unless you have pigment ink. That's snappy, hey? Love it. So now you don't want to touch it. Like if it was a regular ink, you could touch it and whatever, it's fine, but not pigment ink. You need to give it some space to dry. Okay, I'm feeling comfortable with my re-inking job. Every bit of wonderful. I love the Celebrating You stamp set. It's in the annual catalog, I think. I did a class last year. It's crooked, but I'm going to live with it because it's not terrible. Is this what I want? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me grab purple one moment. Now you could do, this is Highland Heather, this purple. Actually, I think you've got a bit of Highland Heather, and then this purple is Highland Heather, which is lighter. And then I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. So in the designer series paper, you know how it tells you what the matching colors are? I thought this was Night of Navy, but it's not on the list. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. Okay, so I'm just cleaning this. And I'm stamping. What's everybody doing for New Year's? We're going to a big party over at Nat's house. Actually, Marie, I will take catalogs to your daughter's house. I don't know if you're coming to her place tonight or not, but I've got catalogs ready to rock and roll. Boom. Gosh, I love that. I don't know, guys. I think I'm going white. I mean, I love them both, of course, but it might be white. Right, so if you are just joining, you may have missed the announcement from the beginning when I was blabbing away. And the announcement is that we've got a coupon coming to you in today's newsletter. I'm a couple days late with my newsletter, but I wanted it to go out on the very last day of the month. Oh yeah, love it. It needs something though. Maybe I'll leave it. I think I'm gonna go black there. And then, yeah, it needs something here, doesn't it? Geez, what will I do? Oh, let's see. You are every bit of wonderful. I'm trying to see if I can throw. Yeah, I'm doing congrats. Just gonna add a little something, something up there, you know, because it's a bit naked. What do you guys think? This one might be okay how it is. And then this one, I feel like there should be something up here. What do you guys think? Oh, Nancy, you're saying bling. All right, I'll bite, Nancy. Look at my bling that just came in today. Ooh, what are these? And it has, so Stampin' Up is calling these milky dots, which is just fun to say. These are studs. Probably goes with the motorcycle set. I think these are milky dots too. Oh no, enamel dots. Then this is the second package of the rustic metal, the ones that blew out, but these ones didn't blow out, so they're all fine. I think I like the birds from the, is there birds? There's no birds. Oh, clouds. Oh yeah. Yep, it's happening. We're doing it. I think the two, oh, it'll only take a second. Don't worry. What time are we? Oh, we're only 9:30. Loads of time. There is a moon in here, but I don't think, do you bike in the moonlight? Sure, why not? Let's do it. Thanks for the help, everybody. All right, so let's move all this jazz. Are we happy with this? I'm happy with this. As far as, gonna move on my crud here so I can get to my die cutter again. Oh, look at there. There's white already loaded. Good call, Judy. I'm going back to my dies. Okay. So we're just gonna put all of them on here. I don't know if the moon is white. Sure, the moon can be white. So when I moved everything around on my desk, I used to have like my camera mount on attached to a separate something so that it didn't do this. It didn't shake as I was cutting, but now that's not the case because I moved it. I might actually do this one more time because I want clouds for both to fill in that top section. Seriously, Christy, you're killing me with the group chat. Lance, Christy, and I have a group chat going, and Christy and Lance are talking. Christy, obviously you're multitasking because I think you're watching too. All right. Where's my moon? What happened? Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't put the moon on. Sorry, one moment, please. Forgot my little moon. And I think what I'm going to do is pop these up. Pop them up. Okay, so sorry, I was asking what people are doing for New Year's. I saw white does look, Michael, the white looks awesome. You shouldn't question the Canadian stamper. I'm a professional, obviously. I saw somebody was going to house sit and look after puppies. Hopefully they'll be okay with you know, fireworks and all that. All right, let's put the finishing touches on here. So now if I was fancy, which I'm not going to do this with you now because I feel like I've kept you for a while, is you could take your sponge daubers, which I don't have with me, and some balmy blue or pool party, and then you could just add a bit of blue around if that's working for you. Yeah, I love it. Oops. And then we're going to do this. Oh, maybe it should go that way. Yes. Now, here's a fun thing. Watch this. I'm going to cut this. And then this is going like that. Then you get more cloud for your time. Follow me for more tips. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Maybe follow me on YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I love it. And I think I'm going to put this bike here. I don't think it needs the moon. It's too much. Too much. All right, let's see what's happening here. I do like the white as well. Not as much as the black. Okay, let's try. I only have one black cut. No, see, I like the white. Oh my gosh, you could layer that. Oh, that just happened. You could totally layer that for a shadow. I surprised myself. I think I'm going to go, I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's put these clouds up and see what's what. Pam H is playing Rivoli and doing appetizers with friends night. Oh, that's nice. That sounds good. That sounds awesome. Yep, I'm digging this. I'm digging it. Okay. Oh, thanks. So Pam B is having a quiet night. Well, you guys can all see the comments. I don't need to read them out. Okay, let's get gluing. Oh, I said I was going to pop these up. So this is the one I've cut. So I want to line that up with the side of my designer series paper, my DSP there. And then I'm using wet glue. So it's just going to take a minute to get, not a minute, just a second to get tacky. My mini dimensionals are over on the other side of my craft room. So we're going to cut this. And then blue bike on the purple background. Blue bike. Okay, let's try. I'll bite Wendy. Where's my blue bike? I think it's under here. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Oh, yeah. That's good. I don't hate that. Okay, so next thing to tell me, please, in the comments, blue or white? I'll leave them like this. Blue or white? What do you think? While I deal with my glue dots or my dots. Okay, so this is the other half of what I cut. So we're lining it up on that side. See how you get more cloud? Dark bike on purple. Dark bike. Blue. Pam says blue. Wendy, got a great suggestion. Okay, let me finish this one first. So we're happy with the black. I'm happy with the clouds. Like I say, you could add a bit to there. I think I'm going to pop this biker up because we can. I have to cut this again. You need some minis, or cut them. Might have to cut this again, actually. Is anybody working for tonight or today? Gosh, school starts again on Tuesday. Wah, wah. We're doing marketing classes, which I hope are, you know, not easy, but as fun as the previous classes. I got to get to my reading, actually. I think that might be it. I'm not sure this was a super good idea to pop this person up. Well, let's see. I think I'm going to do this. I really like this card. This is fun. Hey, with the it's not really a fun fold, but it's kind of fun. I'm feeling like some Wink Estella needs to go on here, but that's across the room as well. All right, let's deal with this. January 31st, Pam. That's amazing and awesome. So I am gonna, okay, let's glue this moon down. I feel like a smoothie might be in my future. One can only hope. We're just gonna glue these ones down. Okay, so the other thing I'm going to tell you about here in a moment is the Seaside Bay class. I have the projects done. So the class is on January 21st. It's a Saturday. 1 to 3, I think, is what I put. That's a bit low. And yeah, so you get 8 projects with the Seaside Bay. I'm going to show you. You get 2 each of 4 designs. Okay, so here we go. Oh, newsletter list, Christy, in the description, maybe tell me if you see it. There should be a link to my YouTube and my shopping link. And well, you can't shop for this yet, but you could shop for the pigment ink if you wanted it. But there should also be a newsletter link and YouTube. Okay, so help me again here. You want white or blue? I think you said blue. I think you guys said blue. I'm just gonna wait for a moment. Blue by overhanging the right edge. I hear you, Pam. Yeah. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Very carefully. So I only want glue on part of the bike. So it's just a super fine, because this is gonna ooze. Ooze factor. Good. Whew, good thing you said blue, Nancy, because I was already committed. I'm gonna put a little bit on his head. So I'm just putting my finger here so that I know kind of where my glue stops and starts. So I recommend maybe the adhesive sheets with this set for the bike anyways, and actually for the tent. The tent, look at this. That's gonna be tricky. Well, I guess you could put glue there, but this adhesive sheets are your friend. Oh gosh, especially for the pole. Okay, that one's down. We're done, I think. We're done, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna post after this. I need my bone folder. So you can put on there which one you like best. So to recap, if you have damaged embellishments in your order, damaged anything really, just call your demonstrator or call Stampin' Up and they will sort you out. We re-inked a pigment and you can go back to see the difference between the different ink pads. Now, you ready for the Seaside Bay? I'm going to post after, you can put which one is your fave. So this class is January 21 and you could do in person or virtual. So I'm doing this because I love the shimmer on the page. So this one opens this way. So 2 of that. And then this one is the designer series paper with the ribbon that comes in the suite. Then this one, which we used, I think in last week's live, and then it's got some goodies in there. It's got a pearl, and we've used some enamel accents. And then this one's a fun fold. Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. So you get 8, so you get 2 each of these in the class. So I have everything ready. I will post that today. Yeah, that's it. Oh, catalogs are ready to rock and roll. My order came in yesterday. So if you need a new catalog, January to April, come by or just message me and I'll bring it by. Marie, I will bring yours to Natalie's tonight so you can pick up. And then you can post what you think. Do you like the white and the purple? Or what do you think? This is good. This was super fun to work with. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And I hope you have an awesome New Year's and all the best for 2023. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. There's a coupon in there for your first order of 2023. And we'll see you next year. Bye for now, guys.